Time now for a look back at 2010, and the biggest Canadian news story of the year has been the proroguing of Parliament. The whole scandal has prompted one local guy to take matters into his hands, and he spoke with Graham.
I wrote a letter to the Governor General making the argument that the Afghan Detainee Commons Committee could continue its investigation during the prorogue by becoming a commission. And I believe this is true because I read about a precedent that was set in 1872 by John A. Macdonald and the then Governor General Earl Dufferin.
Why don't you start by telling me what are the differences between the two times that are in question?
Well, okay, this is the Prime Minister and the Governor General in 1872. You'll notice that in this case, they both were wearing fur collars. Now,
very uncommon in today's politics.
Yes, but common today, hats. In 1872, this was our Prime Minister, he was our first Prime Minister, John A. Macdonald, and this was our Governor General, Lord Dufferin. And what happened was there was an investigation into a contract that had been given out by John A. Macdonald's Conservative government, and the opposition accused him of some shady dealings in that contract. They created a Commons Committee to investigate the matter, and a few months later Parliament was prorogued and the investigation was stopped. But what he did is he summoned a commission to continue the investigation during the prorogue, and they did all their work and actually turned over their findings on the first day that Parliament returned.
On the flip side of things, this is modern day.
Yeah.
The issue at hand is the Afghan detainee
So
scandal.
a Commons Committee has been created to investigate, and now there's been a prorogue which has stopped that investigation. So I believe the question is, will the Prime Minister and the Governor General do the same thing that Lord Dufferin and John A. Macdonald did in 1872 and summon a commission to continue the investigation, because that would be the honorable thing to do.
What is it about our current Governor General that made you think that she would be responsive to this type of letter?
I actually think she's obligated to at least respond to the argument that I've made, because it states on her website that she wants to create a space for citizens to have their voices heard, and she wants to facilitate a dialogue with people in Canada. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do, and I hope she lives up to her promise.
Now, what do you say when politicians and journalists say that the average Canadian doesn't care about the Afghan scandal because those were people who were shooting at our troops, and really an election won't be decided because of that?
I don't believe that that's true, but I also don't think that that matters, because we are talking about a violation of international criminal code, and again, these are war crimes under the Geneva Convention, so whether it affects the election or whether the majority of Canadians care about this or not, that's not really the point. The point is that laws were potentially broken, and we need to get to the bottom of that.
Are you in favor at all of a return to more of a mutton-chopped government?
Mutton chops are good so long as we commit to searching for the truth.
So to you, what's the most important thing about this letter?
I think first and foremost it's just that I believe the Governor General is obligated to at least respond and talk to the Canadian people about this decision she's made and what the options are right now of what we can do moving forward.
So there you go. Governor General, if you're watching, and I know you do, this is your chance to respond to the Canadian people with a really sound idea. If any of you out there want to read the letter in full, you can check it out on the Georgia Straits website, or you can go to the links found on our Facebook page. For the City News List, he's Sean Devlin, and I'm Graham Clark.
There you go.
Yeah,
and now I know that when you go into a barbershop, you say, "Give me a Dufferin."
Good job. Again, go to our Facebook book for more information on that. Meanwhile, coming up, send us a message. Visit our website, thelist.citytv.com. Right.
We're proroguing for some commercials.
Learning.